The Presidential CEO Forum has had a 3-day working tour of Delight Farm. During the tour, Nwoya district leaders and fruit growers appealed to government to construct them a fruit factory to increase market access.
Our appeal to the government, our appeal to the team from Parliament that came here some few months ago is that can we expedite this process of having this fruit factory being put in place so that our people are not going to continue losing as they've been losing before, because they put a lot of initiative, a lot of efforts to make sure that they produce these fruits. At the end of the day, they have nowhere to sell these fruits. These fruits are getting rotten.
The farm that sits on 1,700 acres has ensured wealth creation through job opportunities and also empowered women through skilling and social inclusion in agricultural value chains, a reason the area Deputy Resident District Commissioner Emmanuel Okwari applauded the proprietor of the farm.
The government of Delight Farm Nwoya is a very good example to us as of a farm that is very focused, very making significant contribution to the development of the economy in Uganda. It employs many people. It is raising a number of products, agricultural products. We find the management, administration, and the stakeholders around this farm significantly involved with the community around in championing the development of fruit production in Nwoya district.
You see in their data, most of the beneficiaries are women. And as a district, we have a department that under community development that looks at that. And we are very hopeful that in fact the visit of PCF is going to add on to the weight that we already had before, to see that more women are mobilized, more young girls are mobilized, and of course they're put forward into active production of fruits.
After a successful tour of the farm, the Presidential CEO Forum board member Brenda Tebamwenda evaluated the farm's operations and explained the government's role in the business arena.
What we have seen is a massive farm that with plenty of oranges, plenty of mangoes, a number of fruits. And this is her base where she gets all the fruits that she uses at her factory. So it's been an eye-opener for what people have been able to learn, the agro processes that are taking place on this farm. A lot of fruit has been grown, and many people undertook this because a fruit factory was promised to the district. So we just want to go back and then assess how far this has gone on the government side, where did it stall, who is responsible, and then we shall see what exactly happens thereafter.
The production and productivity in this place is very high. The soil is very fertile. The weather is conducive. The markets that we target are just at the border, that is DRC and South Sudan. But they can also supply beyond the EAC, because what they produce is what the world requires. The role we have here is actually to come and coordinate these people, train them, and do export readiness assessment to understand the degree to which they are committed.
The Chief Executive Officer, Delight Uganda Limited, Julian Omala Adieri, says that with the help of government through resources, the mega company will be able to export juice and fruits outside East Africa in plenty.
I can afford to transport the mangoes and I go and market it, but a poor person I convinced to grow, you heard from our board member, cannot have no transport, have no what. If I had a factory here, I would by now be in a position to raise enough money, and the community would be okay. People would have got enough money and more people would have planted. So I have a factory in Kawempe, but it cannot consume all. So we have to open up new markets, we have to have partners, we must export the mangoes, we must do the value addition. A lot is needed. That's why I call upon anybody who can come to support us or to journey with us to ensure that we produce the fresh juice, we dry the mangoes, and we export the fruits.
With a large juice processing factory in Kampala and an annual turnover of $4 million and 45% of the local market, Delight has diversified into a range of the business activities like poultry, flour mill, as well as coordinating women's farmer cooperatives, which does position it as one of the major employers in agribusiness sector. Joshua Kagoro, UBC News, in Nwoya District.